I don't know you. You don't know me from anywhere. But you feel so free not only to go into my DM and beg, you decide to make a video call while you're begging so that I should see your face and how you've not cooked for your family. Don't guilt trip me. People have this African saying, no house is too small. But that's my terms. When I invite people to come, I can decide to sleep on the couch with my husband and my guests sleep in the room because I'm ready. Don't invite yourself with a big family. Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to a different sort of video today. Yes, my name is Lualih and I create content around several day-to-day topics that you will definitely find helpful, educative, finance, my weight loss journey, and just being a mom to 4 beautiful kids. Today, the video I'll be doing, I know this is Vlogmas period, but I just thought that before we go into the new year, the certain habits that I'm going to beg that will live with us 2022. Before you come with your gloves on ready to punch me, just give me a chance. Listen and learn. If this is the first time that you've come across this black beauty, let's not make this your last. So consider subscribing if you find my content helpful at the end, and don't forget to give us a like. Well, if you've clicked on this video because you're nosy, then I think your nosiness will help you because I'm going to shake some major tables today. I'll shake mine on this table. A lot of us are on this table, right? Not just women, men, everybody. Yeah? If you're young, in fact, just keep driving. If you're African, get on my street. Get on my street. If you're Cameroonian, I'll give you a place. Park your car. In fact, Nigerian, wherever. If you're African, a lot of these things concern our community. So I'm just going to talk about habits that I think we need to drop this year. Etiquette, day-to-day stuff. Things that I just feel like pet peeve. Where else can I talk about it without pointing fingers directly? My YouTube channel. So let's talk about the first thing that I want us to try to drop this year. Ladies, I'm talking to you now. Please, if you have decided that it's not healthy for you to be big, okay? And you have, rightfully, you have a right. You've traveled abroad somewhere, maybe in the UK, and you've done surgery to look better. And your friends are like, oh my God, you look so good, what have you been doing? You say, I eat just one meal in a week. I've been drinking cabbage soup. I've been drinking water. I've been drinking smoothies. I have not eaten a piece of fish. In fact, I have even developed health issues. I've got ulcers from starvation. This, it is not fair. No, it's not fair. This is why I feel like we are our greatest enemies, women. Please just be honest. Either you say, I don't feel free talking about what I've done, or just keep quiet or smile. Or you can be honest. If you have a sister who wants to lose weight, she doesn't know about what you've done, don't lie. I have people, no, please control my mouth, God. I have people who you've asked them what they've done and they've said something completely impossible. Do you want to kill me by saying I should not eat for 1 week? When you have gone and done your tummy tuck, lipo, there's nothing wrong with these things, you know. If you know me, I'm very liberal. If you choose to remove your tummy completely and have a small thing, say it. Or you keep quiet, stop lying. People have gone starving and developed gastric and ulcers because they're trying to follow your diet and they still don't lose the weight. So I'm laughing, but this is something that is so common with us women. Let's stop it as we move into the new year. If you were brave enough to go and get the surgery done, then why can't you say it? The next thing I want us to drop is when somebody sees you and you've achieved something, like maybe you've progressed, maybe you've got a new job, or you've started a new career, or you've done something amazing. You say, oh my God, Lualih, what have you done? It's grace. See, I'm not somebody who doesn't believe in God. I do. I'm actually a lot more spiritual than religious, for those of you who don't know. So we are here to empower ourselves, especially this is something that women do a lot. Or Africans. You see somebody, they say, how did you even get to your channel to have 10,000 subscribers in a week? You say it's grace. Really? It's grace? Okay. It's grace. So it's that same grace, right, that has helped you after you've watched us, gone to other people to mentor you, and they've spent hours telling you what they've done, especially when you're changing careers or getting a new job or contracting or whatever we do day to day. Instead of you impacting back your sisters, or how do you have to quickly sort yourself out abroad in terms of your immigration status, and you say it's Grace? It's Grace that paid the lawyer you used. People even have money to pay. Why do we like to hide information in our community? Don't be using God's name in vain and saying it's Grace. Yes, God will always be there, but He only helps you when you help yourself. So stop using His name because you want to be selfish with information. It's not nice. It's not on. No, it's not. So let's learn to stop doing that. Another thing that it's been a bugbear for me that I could not wait to say is, let us stop inviting ourselves to people's homes, especially when you have a big family. I don't care if it's your sister, your twin, your bestie. Please, please. Even twins. The times that people's dynamics or people's situations doesn't always permit them to have guests. What do I mean? Sometimes in Africa it's easier because people just walk in, you have help, you don't even enter the kitchen, there's always food. In this part of the world, we know how it is now. We know that it's not easy to have guests. When I call somebody, say, come and visit me if you're free, I have worked out my schedule. I have provided time that they can visit, and I feel like I'm able to be a host. It's not easy to be a host, you know, especially when you sit down maybe on a Friday evening or whenever. You've not planned to have guests, right? Somebody just calls you and says, what are you doing? Oh, I'll be chatting. I said, oh, I'm just relaxing. Okay, I'm going to come. Then me, I'm bored. If you're bored, invite me to come to yours and know how easy it is. And then when they come, just somebody like me, I cannot have guests without giving them something. And then I have to dash out sometimes. You don't have anything in the house, and then you want to make your guest feel good. Most people like to do that, but on your terms. When you're ready to have guests, you prepare, you cook, you are mentally ready, you invite them and they come over. It's not just coming, it's cleaning. Sometimes you can stay in an environment that is not as maybe spot on as you want your guests to find your home. But once people are coming, it changes the dynamics completely, because you have to get up, do that. When they leave, sometimes they get up and leave the plate. You have to clear wash, and the guests are sitting and enjoying, relaxing, and then you're in the kitchen. This is something that I know that is very controversial. I love to have guests, and please, this is not relating to anybody I know. It is general feedback I'm giving. It is not nice to always invite yourself, especially worse when it's like sleepovers. We know how it is. Maybe in America or other places the houses are big. In Europe, you can have a 3-4 bedroom house. You have this African saying that no house is too small. But that's my terms. When I invite people to come, I can decide to sleep on the couch with my husband and my guests sleep in a room because I'm ready. Don't invite yourself with a big family. And then once you've invited yourself, I want to say the next thing, try to just use your senses. Try to look at the environment and look at body language, people's eyes. If you visit me, you come to my house. Yes, you've been there for 5 hours. I have kids. My kids even have a bedtime routine. We don't even look at it. We don't care. That's why I said if you're African, pack. I'm going to shake your table. We don't believe that children have to have routines. We feel like when guests come, routine out of the window. Do you know how hard it is to get a child to get a routine to go to bed? Yes, maybe in our culture, we don't do this like, others. But let's learn to adapt, because the kids having a routine helps even you like a parent. So why should one day visit make me spoil my whole routine? At times that in the past, this is very old because my kids are a lot older now, and I have people visit me and they can see visibly that I'm struggling to keep my kids up, because they have kids as well, and they're up in my house till silly o'clock, till 12, 1, 2. And the person just enjoying drinking loud. I said, I'm shaking with my own table. I've done these things in the past, but we grow and we learn. We educate ourselves, we enlighten ourselves. Let's try to stop this. It's not sexy, it's not nice. Yeah, the next thing I want to talk about is, I don't even know you. We have common friends. And it's like on Facebook, and we chat maybe every now and then. How are you? How are the kids? How is mom? How is dad? I knew you before I knew you. That's okay. And then you decide to push it further. And then you call me one day. And I'm thinking, I don't even know you. I've spoken to you before, but let's see what you have to say. Oh, I just called to greet you. How are you? Oh, fine. Dead silence. Nothing to talk about. And then it's not enough. A few days later, it's a video call. See, The only people who I have blocked on Facebook are people who have had the nerve, the audacity to ring me on a video call at 7 in the morning. What do you want to see? Who has sent you? Please don't tempt fate. Do not call people you don't know at that time. It is very, very not only odd. It just means that you don't have proper home bringing. You call me on a video call, I don't know you. And then let's even push this point further. Not only do you call me, the next time you ask me for money. Somebody wrote to me the other day, I don't even know her, that her gas in her house is finished, cannot cook. I tried to trace where I know this person from. Hey! I looked at all my common friends' faces I don't know. I have 5,000 Facebook friends. I've been Facebook since 2007. Yes, I've accumulated people that I don't know, and I keep blocking because, to be fair, if you're on my Facebook and I don't even have a relationship with you, you're blocking people who I know. So I tend to remove you. But when you've texted me that you have not cooked, and you've called me because your gas is finished, I don't know you. You don't know me from anywhere. But you feel so free not only to go into my DM and beg, you decide to make a video call while you're begging so that I should see your face and how you've not cooked for your family. Don't guilt trip me. People should stop this thing. Learn to respect borders and spaces. Let's learn to do that. Honestly, I could talk about this topic forever. Or the worst one is because of my son's football. I'll have every boy and his mom. And please, this is not to say I'm not happy to help, but sometimes, dude, come on. Let's try to be in my shoes. Your son loves football. You contact me because my son plays football. And then you say to me, I should bring your son over to the UK and get him to Manchester City. And I say, this is not how it works. Because that's a very genuine question. How long has your son been playing for? You tell me. Send me some clips you don't have. Oh, I have my friends. If you don't want to help me, say it. Is it because your child is playing for Manchester? If it's my own, it's all. And then they get angry with me. You don't have a clip to share. I should bring your son because your cousin's wife's brother brought the son. People should try to look at things sometimes positively. Don't always be negative about everything because you think that people have to do what you want to do. That, for me, at that point, I block. Yes, I block, and I would not introduce to anybody because the attitude is not nice. Let's go to the next point. I don't even know what point I am. I'm speaking because this is something that I've thought about. The next thing that we should not do is talk about our earning. I find this like a pet peeve. You sit down in an environment, there's two sides to this. People who feel so free asking people how much they earn. If you're not my bosomest friend, even my best friend, I'll just joke and say, oh, my girl is on 6 figures. And it'll end there. I would not prop. I can decide to divulge to my best friend how much I earn, but I don't even feel free asking. If I had to say a sister, maybe I don't have a sister, so I cannot even cross that line with anybody. Why do we feel it's okay to ask people how much they're earning? People who like to volunteer information as well, like on Facebook, this, that. What's the point of that? I know you can be doing it to encourage people, but there are people who are jealous out there. I'm not one who believes in all of the jealousy thing, but this thing sometimes, don't poke the bear. If you're doing well, I'm very happy for you. But sometimes, the way you say it could be seen as you being boastful, so just bear that in mind. And sometimes, on the other hand, it could seem like you're being intrusive, so bear that in mind. Certain etiquettes we need to learn. And just on another thing that I want to talk about is handkerchiefs. Handkerchiefs. This is abstract, but I've been thinking, I still see, this is something that I don't know if it's only Africans or the older generation men. When I was young, I remember Dad, when I was really, really young, talking about 25, 30 years ago, he used to use a handkerchief. I remember when he used it to like, Lua, go and wash it for me and Abu. And we all did that. But when I think about it now, there are people who still use handkerchiefs. Guys, it's so unhygienic. We are in 2022. If you are watching and you still use a handkerchief for your dad or your uncle, talk to me and I'll send you something to buy you tissue that you can use for a year. I'll send it. Instead of you putting yourself or anybody through that. Yes, there are washing machines now and all that. And there's the environmental aspect of using, like something like using proper nappies instead of diapers. Yes, there are people who will still do it. But if you have a washing machine and you wash your stuff together, maybe your innerwear, that's okay. But in Africa, don't be expecting people to wash your handkerchiefs to all the... I know this is TMI, but I thought I had to talk about this. Please, let's not do this. Please, thank you. The other thing that we should stop doing is when we open a WhatsApp group. Let's say we have a family WhatsApp group. I think that's slightly more intimate. But you have like an alumni or a group of girls or your besties or that we have. In fact, my phone has at least 23 groups. I know. Different families, my husband's family, mine, I love it. I love to keep abreast with my own siblings, with my parents, with my school, with my class, with my... It is keep expanding. Sometimes you have 1,000 messages and they're all from groups. No problem. But can you stop sending religious stuff to these groups? Please don't crucify me. I'm saying what we all are thinking. If you're sending educative, quick things, memes, it's fun, it's different. Some people send the whole Bible in the morning. I know where the Bible is. I can even get it online. Why do you feel like everybody in that your whole class or your whole school alumni is a Christian? Why do you want to shove it down my throat? There are people who are Muslims, people who are Baha'is like me. Why do you feel, and then when they don't respond, you get angry? Some people even send it to me every day, and I send mine, they don't respond, but they send their own. Let's respect boundaries. You don't always have to get your opinion across there. People have to accept it. No, let's learn to stop it. It's not nice. Yes, talking to you, watching, it's not good. Even my videos, I send it only when it relates to certain people. The times that I've put loads of videos without putting into groups, because it's a bit too much. Come on, let's use our common sense and not do these things all the time. And another one, this, I know people might think that I'm just anti-religion, but you are a guest. You have been invited to come for somebody's birthday. You get there and it's a little child, maybe 0 to 10 years old child. Time to cut the cake. Auntie gets up. Come on. People should come and stand. Come and stand. Come and stand. Let's cut the cake now. Let's shout. The child wants to cut a cake now to 3, 2, 1. Cut your cake. No. Let's count Jesus. See, if it's your child, please, you can do Jesus Christ. You can do it. Whatever you want to do. But don't go to somebody else's events, take over, and decide to do this. I don't know why, but I find this not only hypocritical, but again intrusive and lacking boundaries, like what we Africans tend to do a lot. Let us keep our beliefs, especially when they're so strong, to ourselves. Let's learn to do this. It is not fun to expect everybody to accept what you find normal. What happened to cutting your baby cakes with 3, 2, go 1? You sing happy birthday to me. Are you 1? Are you 2? What happened to that fun stuff? Does everything always have to be that serious? I can keep saying I'm not anti-Christ, I'm not anti-Jesus, I'm not anti-Moses, non-religious or whatever. I just feel like we should keep our beliefs and know when to say it. If you're in church, by all means, but do not go and impose on a child's birthday without the parents saying yes. I've had these things I'm saying happen to me. Don't come to my child's birthday and decide how I'm going to cut the cake. It's not on. No, and I'm not going to accept it. The next thing, we're in a gathering, and this is something again I do that I'm learning to stop. We all have common friends. You don't know if your common friend and I are talking, or if I'm in the mood to smile and my jaws hurt. You don't know what my mindset is on this particular day. But you'll find it okay that you are speaking to your bestie, who you think is my friend, and you bring the phone right to my face to say hello. If anybody does that to me next time, I will not only snub the friend, I will embarrass you. Let us try to understand that you don't have to impose where you are to others. It's just something that we all do. But think about how annoying it is. Sometimes even relatives do that. Your parents bless them, like, oh, talk to auntie this. You just say, oh, my parent, what can I do? But when your friends do it, it's just like, come on, use your brain now. Use your common sense. Let's stop doing this. Can we? I'm sure we can. Let's stop it. The next thing I want to talk about is this new one of photo for birthdays. I have always said this, that if I don't get sponsored for my photo shoot because I have made it, I will not make professional pictures every year. If you want to do it, and if it tickles your fancy, I love to see them. Oh, I love to see them. But the way that this trend is going in our environment, in our community, 31st photo shoot, 37, and not only one, 6 clothes. Maybe you people say this is bad belly. Maybe maybe it's, my grandma used to say sour grapes. Maybe. But I just look at it and I just observe. I just wonder that what is the point? Every day I celebrate myself. Today I'm looking hot. I'll take my pictures. Yeah, it doesn't have to be a birthday. But I just find this trend that if it's my 40th, people will see my picture. I'll have 150. Yes, it's a milestone. But I find it odd that anyway, let's leave this point like this. If people want to elaborate on this point, what do you think about this point? Is it me being jealous or what? I don't know, but I'm old-fashioned still. I'm still an old-fashioned girl. I just feel like if it's a milestone, okay, but every year to do a photo shoot, is what trend is it? Are we celebrities? Celebrities could do it because people will actually share, but hey, what do I know? People should educate me. So yes, so tell me about this last point. Do you agree? Anyway, I've come to the end of this video and it was just a light-hearted video. Things that I observe. I really like to observe things and just make notes sometimes, mental notes. And I just think I'll talk about it. If any of this relates to you, you can try to stop it if you think that it is not good. But like always, it's just my opinion and it's very light-hearted. Let me know what you think. Let me know if there's anything I've said that you kind of touches a nerve, hits a bell, you agree, you disagree. Are there any points that you add to this? Let's get into 2023 with better habits and drop off the bad habits that will not really help us. All right. And as always, if you found this video helpful, educative, give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to thumbs it up. You guys watch, forget to like and subscribe because the next video I'll be doing will be the things that we should adapt in the new year. Okay. So thanks very much and see you in the next video. Bye.